Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. And in today's video we have this 2022 Alfa Romeo Stelvio, and we're going to do the taillight tint installation for this vehicle. So as you can see, this is how the taillight looks before doing the installation, and this is how it looks after the installation. So tint has PPF properties, which means it'll protect the lenses from yellowing over time, as well as protect from any small scratches or any road debris that may hit the lens. Link for the product will be provided below. But with that being said, let's get started with the installation video. These are the tools you need for the installation. So before starting with the installation, we need to make sure we prep the tail light. So all we need to do is apply slip solution to the lens. And with a clean microfiber towel, remove any contaminants that the tail light may have. 3. So we're going to start by installing the tint that covers this front section of the side tail light. So apply slip solution to the lens and slip solution to the adhesive side of the film. And we're going to make sure we start by aligning it on this edge first. So place the film, align it to the top and bottom edge. Once you have it aligned, grab your tack solution and apply tack solution underneath the film. Make sure to keep it aligned. And once you apply tack solution underneath, apply it on top. Grab your squeegee, hold it in position, and start tacking it down to secure it. Make sure to remove all of the solution that's underneath the film. Once this section is secured, all we need to do now is do a light stretch to reach the film to this edge in order to help remove this big finger that we have on this top section here. So stretch the film, make sure you have enough slip solution on the back in order for the film to be able to stretch easier. So apply slip solution underneath the film. Make sure this area is dry, that way we have better grip. Place your hand where the body line is located, that way it's easier to stretch the film and help remove that finger. So as you notice, the finger shrunk and now it's more flatter. So just stretch it up to the edge. So now that we stretched it, hold it in position. That way it doesn't move or try to go back into its original form. Apply tack solution on top, grab your squeegee and squeegee from the body line. That way we can start securing that section and it stays secured and it doesn't try to come back. And also if you need help just a little bit to stretch the film, you can always pre-stretch it like how we did it right now. Lift the film, apply a little bit of heat around this middle section. Let the film cool down just a little bit. Apply slip solution on the back, that way it's a bit easier to stretch again. Place it down, make sure this area is dry, and then stretch again using the body line. And now the film should be more easier to stretch, and you're just going to need to hold it again in position and tack it down to secure it. So because of the type of curve this tail light has here, you may need to apply heat around this middle section like how I showed you earlier, and then just hold it and tack it down. Just make sure it stays in this position. If the film does move, it means that it wasn't tacked down correctly, so make sure to hold it until it stays tacked down around this area. And then to remove the fingers here, apply tack solution and heat to remove them and shrink them and tack them down. Okay, and it should look like this, smooth, no fingers. And then once you completely finish installing this piece, we move on to it. For this next piece, it's the small strip that covers this section of the tail light. The reason why we did this part is because since it's a bit of a difficult curve to install this piece here, it wouldn't have reached this end here. So this piece covers the remaining section of the curve here. So all we have to do is just make sure keep it aligned on the bottom section here. Follow the design of the curve until you reach it to the top end right here. And this goes right on top, laying flat. And everything should be covered here. You could use your microfiber towel just to help apply a little bit more pressure. That way there's no air left over. And then apply a little bit of heat just to seal the edges, and then we'll move on to the last piece that covers this side section. So for the next piece, you could use just slip solution, but just a little bit. Apply it on the adhesive side of the film and on the lens, and start by aligning it on this edge first. Make sure everything is being covered on the top section, on the curve, and on the lower section here. Once it's aligned, lift the film carefully and apply tack solution underneath the film. If it did move just a little bit, you can readjust it. Place it back down, apply tack solution on top, grab your squeegee and start tacking it down to secure it. Make sure you hold it in position, that way the film doesn't move. And also remove all of the solution underneath the film. And all we need to do here is just do a light stretch. And when you stretch the film, it should overlap the small strip that was installed here just by a little bit. And also the stretching is required just to remove any fingers that we had on the top or lower section here. And then just help it tack down to secure it. And then just apply heat to seal all of the edges, that way the film doesn't lift over time. And then once we're done, we'll move on to the next piece on the front section. So for the last piece, all we need to do is apply slip solution to the lens and slip solution to the adhesive side of the film, and start by aligning it on this edge of the tail light first. So align it right there. Once you have it aligned, lift it carefully and apply tack solution, that way we're able to tack down the film and secure it to this edge. Once you have it aligned, apply tack solution on top, hold the film in position, grab your squeegee and start tacking it down slowly. Make sure to remove all of the solution that's underneath the film, that way we don't have any bubbles. And all we need to do is just a light stretch to reach to this end in order to remove all the fingers that we have here. So lightly stretch it, hold it in position as you're stretching. Stretch it, hold it, and then apply tack solution on top and tack it down to secure it. And then for the fingers here, just carefully squeegee them at an angle. That way we don't accidentally crease the film. But you can also apply heat just to help shrink the fingers just a little more. But before we apply heat, let's make sure to remove all of the solution that's underneath this section of the film. So now apply heat on the top section. Apply tack solution on top. Wrap your squeegee around your microfiber towel. And then just start tacking it down at an angle, squeegee. And that's pretty much it. Do the same for the bottom section, since we apply heat and there is a little bit of fingers. But just make sure, tack them down slowly. Apply heat if necessary to continue shrinking the fingers. And then once you're done with this section, the last thing to do is to post heat the entire film. So the last thing to do once we finish with the entire installation is to post heat the entire tint. So just apply tack solution to the tail light. And we're going to use our heat gun and apply heat evenly throughout the entire film. That way we help the adhesive on the film activate faster. And as we're doing this, we're also going to use our microfiber towel. So our microfiber towel will help us remove any solution that's trapped around the edges and also help tack down the film in case it is still lifting with some fingers. So just apply heat evenly, take your time. And then once you're done with this step, you're done with the installation. So that concludes the installation video for the tail light tints for the 2022 Alfa Romeo Stelvio. We hope that the video helped you guys out with the installation. Don't forget to drop a like on the video, make sure you subscribe and turn on that notification bell. That way you don't miss any of our upcoming installation videos. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one.